props ready, everyone. 1 second. Okay, we're done. This cheap white envelope holds a rich secret. A number between 1 and 10. If you can solve my secret puzzle today, I will give our club $100. Cash money! If only you could read my mind. But I guarantee you can't. Not Kat, not Rod, not anyone in the world. By the end of my speech today, you'll see why mind reading and other forms of ESP are nothing but a dirty trick. To get us started, what is ESP? Extra sensory perception. In other words, an extra sense. Now, the typical person has 5 senses. They are sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Oh, God. Let me tell you, it's a rich secret, but not a delicious one. Now, if you've got ESP, you've got a special power, something the rest of us could only dream about. It might be the power to read minds, to look into the future, or to speak with someone who died hundreds of years ago. Hold on. I'm getting a message. It's from Abraham Lincoln. 87 years ago, I declared ESP to be false. It's from Honest Abe himself. I know we're having a hearty laugh about this, and it seems like a little joke. But in the United States, ESP is big business. According to IBS Consulting, last year, Americans spent $2 billion on fortune tellers. So was this money well spent? And I'll show you why. I brought an extra guest today to help me out with my example. I'd like you all to say hello to my little friend, Carl, the jet black king of clubs. Now, if I take Carl and put him back in my deck, there will be 52 cards, which makes your chance of finding Carl 1 in 52. You might get lucky, you could do it. Now, if you're supposed to find Carl twice in a row, though, your odds are not good at all. 1 in 2,704. It won't happen without ESP. So, who wants to play some cards? Any volunteers? We got Venkatesh, and then Chelsea. You guys got to find Carl twice. Pick a card, any card. What'd you get? Let's see.
6 of hearts.
6 of hearts, everyone. Not Carl, though. Not Carl. Chelsea, can you save my friend? Any card you want. Oh, the magic touch. That really wasn't supposed to happen. It was not, but you know, maybe Chelsea does have the answer. I'm not going to gamble my speech on running it twice. I don't think, I didn't rehearse that moment, but I didn't think it was going to happen. You know, if I were doing that on purpose, as a magician or a mind reader, there is a way to do that. You're supposed to shuffle the deck just right, which I clearly didn't do. And then they would pick it. Or they might read your eyes or your hands, but they won't read your mind. Well, let's say goodbye to Carl. At least he's not lost. Let's turn to another group, fortune tellers. Have you ever seen a fortune teller on TV? They play the audience like a fiddle. And one way they do this, one way they read the room, is just by guessing. I'm looking for a Chris, a Connor, a Craig in the audience today. Well, there's a Craig. I found one. And it just took 3 guesses. And if Craig weren't here today, I could just keep guessing. But we won't have to. So let's move on to another trick. Got another feeling today, guys. It's over here. Excuse me there, sir. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Nice to meet you. And have we ever met before today?
Yes.
Well, not well. Not well. And yet, I see something in you. This desire, this drive, this dream to become a better public speaker. It's amazing, right? That is something called a hot read. The mind reader does some basic research on the audience and then presents it when they read their mind. It's not ESP, it's Google. So what's the harm? Who cares if some people believe in ESP? Well, remember, people spend a fortune on this stuff. Going to a mind reader is like taking your money and doing this. Ah. Whoa. Wasn't 100 though, guys, don't worry. I made sure of that at the beginning. And going to these people can cost you so much more than money. If you saw a stranger on the street and they told you to quit your job, would you? Of course not. You'd put in your headphones and you'd run to the other side of the street. But people make life-changing decisions after seeing a mind reader. They quit jobs, make investments, and have family fights. All on this advice from some stranger who read their mind or their future. It's awful advice that means nothing. Please, please don't fall into the ESP trap. So we've covered the basics, gone over the tricks, and identified the harm of ESP. But now it's your chance to prove me wrong. Your prize awaits. It hasn't been ripped up. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10. What is it?
7.
7? Is this a group thinking 7?
Yes.
All right, 7 it is. Drum roll, please. Mm-hmm. 137. I win, you lose. I'm a big fat cheater. Just like anyone else who reads minds. Remember, only a lousy liar would say ESP is real. Thank you.